There we go. Hey, hey, there we go, everybody. Now we are talking. Y'all already know what's happening. What's happening, what's happening, what's happening, what's happening, what's happening, what's happening, what's happening. Y'all already know what's perfect. Cool. That's about as good as we're gonna get it. Team. Now, what's happening, everybody? It's your boy. Start recording. Start recording. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy, Hannibal Callens. Back. We are here in Myrtle Beach for the World Series of Comedy Satellite they're having here. Tonight is the semifinals. Already? Tonight is the truck finals. That was dumb. I'm sorry, that sounded better in my head. Get it? Because like semi truck. Anyway. Um, Tonight's the semifinals. I'm really proud of myself because I got first place in the well, we call it round two. I got first place on Wednesday. So now we're doing the prelims. The prelims, all right, prelims is a 7-minute set, and then the finals is gonna be a 20. Now I'm a bit okay, so I was nervous, right? I'm not nervous actually now though. I'm excited. But I was nervous because in Atlanta, I got to the top three, and then my last set, when I got to the finals, I just wasn't very proud of. However, I feel a lot better this time, and I got a couple of things I want to run with y'all. I already had to get my Uber for the club. Tell me if that's too much lotion on that arm. I can't tell. Darn it. That's like, you know how in My Hero Academia everybody has quirks and it's like their superpower? Like what's the opposite of a quirk? What's like a opposite of a superpower? Right? My super not power is that I can never get the amount of lotion correct. It's either going to be too much or too little, but I promise you one thing, it ain't never going to be just right. Anyway, hand and body cream. Sorry. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm so weird. I'm just trying to prep, get ready, man. So, let me holler at y'all, all right? Here's the thing. We are going now. What I did worked for Wednesday, and there was a few things on Wednesday that worked out really well. Number one, I uh I did the wrong. Let me stop because I can't focus like this. I'm doing too much. Okay, so I miscalculated my timing in a lot of ways, but what it made me realize is I got more material than I thought, and what I did on Wednesday that worked is that like my set went slower, and I didn't realize it, but it ended up being perfect for the audience. The reason that it was is because I focused more on being present. I tried to not get stuck in on the rails of my material, which I typically tend to do, especially when I get nervous. I tend to like I jump onto the jokes and I just stick to the jokes even if they're not working, which ends up, guess what? Spoilers, not working. So, um what I'm doing, that is going to be my secret sauce. Hold on. Um, my goal is really going to be to focus on staying present for this show too, or for both of these shows. I also got to be ready because I noticed I watched the Late Show yesterday, and not only was the crowd smaller, which is to be expected, but the crowd did not have the same energy either, which is to be expected. And you have to be careful to not let that mess with you. You kind of got to be. So I know for me, I'm going to have to be ready for it. I'm going to have to be attentive for it and Wu Tang with it. Now, the most important thing, which I really want to do is, oh, also I saw a couple of the guys that are in the top six that are performing tonight last night. I saw two of them and they were really good. So I was like, uh-oh, this is not about to be this is not about to be no easy, John. So I'm literally gonna have to I'm gonna have to do really well. I'm gonna have to do really well because these to be the top three this time is gonna really be something. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm saying I think we're gonna stay the course. What I did do yesterday was, I mean, on Wednesday, I did my regular, I did my set like normal, but I got stopped right at the end of my hair stuff. And so that was interesting because I was expecting to get all the way through to the end to my love song jokes. Now, the thing I gotta keep in mind is where I stopped was probably about 2 more minutes. Probably two. Yeah, probably 2.5 more minutes. Which means in theory, I can probably just do my same jokes and ride them out and just go further, you know. However, the only thing, and this is just kind of a I gotta keep in mind is the I have to watch out because I may very well, I don't know. I kind of am busting out all my chops in theory. But again, for this competition, that's not really you don't got to be worried about doing the same material each round. I do got to go through my stuff. And what I want to do, what I might try to do, at least on my way there, I don't think I'll be able to do it with you guys, but I'm going to try to watch my 25-minute set that I did in Tucson because that was before I was doing my therapy jokes. And I'm pretty sure the therapy jokes is what killed me in Atlanta because they're not 100% yet. And they can be a little bit sad if they're not, well, not sad, but they can drop the energy in the room if they're not placed in the right spot and not executed on the right way. And I'm still trying to like Wu-Tang through them, which makes those other calculations very difficult to keep place. It's really hard to keep place of where to put them when I'm still kind of using some RAM to, even pull the jokes off. Um, Hold on. I realized I am going to need to bring my spray bottle so I can actually wet and pick my hair. Because right now I'm in the kitchen. I don't really want to comb my hair in the kitchen. That's a little cringe. It is not but a wee bit cringe. So come on, let's go back. Let's see. Atlanta. Oh, that's a joke I didn't do yesterday that would have been really good. And I think I can add in there as well. Cornrows. Okay, remember that. Because yesterday I didn't do my cornrows joke, which means which was perfect because I ended up ending right at the end of my hair stuff, so it was magnifique. My plan is to add in to get like for my final set, I know I'm going to add in 2 bits. I'm going to add in my engagement jokes and my Sierra Leone jokes. Doing those, should get me closer to 20. And then I got to figure out because I think in theory I need one more chunk that I can add. And I got to figure out what that other chunk could be. I actually was thinking about kind of going risky and doing my I got some jokes about when I used to work at Publix, um, and throwing those in. I believe South Carolina, pretty sure they got Publix up here, so I think those would work. And this is another thing I'm thinking strategy wise. These are older people. I realize that my material that works for older groups I think would work well. Because I got a whole group. I do the joke about bananas and going to this, their code, and people like that one. I do just got to figure out, because I would do my joke about the pay game where, that one I used to do that too, and I like that one. So I don't know. That's kind of on my maybe list for the finals is my Walmart and Publix jokes. Um. Anyway, let's see what my 7 looked like in Atlanta. It did get me to the top 3. Nope, 10. My bad. 10. So I got to look out for. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Okay, this was my 7 minute over here. Whoa. Guys, I just realized, okay, I know I'm supposed to be doing 10, but my brain got tripped up for a second. I'm supposed to be doing 10. So let's look at what I put down for the 10. I had Surprise, Urkel, 2008, Unemployed, and I'm pretty sure I did Glasses. Then I guess I didn't do my X joke. I don't know. Because I can't remember. I be writing stuff and then not following it T for T. Because I get up there and I Wu-Tang. But the important part about this is your preparation gives you the bones that you then Wu-Tang the meat around. So that's why, don't get it twisted. It's not a thing where it's like, oh, don't even write your material. No, no, no. It gives you the bones. And I think that an audience, right, a paying audience deserves for your material to be written. They deserve, like, if someone's paying to come see you, they deserve for you to know what you're doing. Like, it's only fair that you actually know what you're doing, that you're not just winging it up there. Because they got to they got to pay for Odyssey Godzilla. Hey, now we're talking. What's up, Odyssey? I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina right now, getting ready for a competition tonight. We're gonna run my 10-minute set. I actually need to do that right now, but we're gonna draft it out as well. That's probably what made the difference here. Aha! I just peeped. I did not do the cornrow joke in my 7. Same thing with last night. I'm looking at my set from Atlanta earlier this year. I didn't do so I got to do cornrows tonight. That's one thing that I got to add in there to hit 10. And then weed at disco. I might throw in platform shoes because that's a joke that Derek really likes. And Derek is the host. He's my buddy. He's not judging, but he's my buddy, and I need material for time. Then I also need to do. I'm gonna skip the coochie joke. I think it would work well, but I think if I do that one, I'm gonna save it for the finals because this club likes for you to be clean. So, and even though coochie isn't dirty, dirty, might as well not get close. Alrighty, so here we go. Now we're drafting out. Here's my, okay, I just found my 20-minute when I drafted that out. Yeah, okay. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Bam. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do for tonight. We're gonna start off normal. Okay. I know I can't really get y'all angled but it's gonna take too long, and I got to get ready to catch my Uber. So we're gonna start off normal. Surprise. Then we're gonna go to I don't really want to change how I write it, but here's the thing. For these crowds, I have a tag that I open with that does really well with these 55 and ups. I tell everybody, hey, my name is Hannibal Callens. I just turned 31. I feel like that's not too impressive in here tonight because everybody's old. Ha 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 ha. So I do that. Then I go into my regular set. Surprise, Urkel, 2008. Then I go into unemployed. Then I go into glasses. Then I go into my ex. That's all the stuff for that first chunk. Then we transition to hair. I got a joke that I like to do for hair, but right now it kind of relies on the word algorithm, and I don't know if these old people are going to get it. Sometimes they do. If they're really, really cool, they do. But in a competition, I just don't think it's the time to try to roll those dice. Um, so we're going to go into, so I'm talking about hair, cornrows. Then we're going to do where to weed at. Then we're going to go into um, Frederick Douglass. I shouldn't even write that down because it's just sort of a tag going into the next joke, but it doesn't matter. Then we're going to do Frederick. Then I go into Juneteenth. But here's what I do. I add in, I say that the lady that started this conversation was drunk. And I think that's good because it adds separation between the white people who would identify with that lady. Um, and it allows me to put her back in the bad guy position, in the antagonist position for that joke. If I talk about how a lady said she doesn't understand why we celebrate Juneteenth, um, like if they wonder too, then you kind of want to add that bit of separation. So then we're gonna do Juneteenth. Then I'm gonna do Juneteenth. Then we're gonna do white slavery. Run that joke. He did add a tag for me. Swing Caroline. I'm gonna try that. I might wait for the finals. If I do, but one of the guys that is judging gave me a tag, and I should probably use that tag. What is it? Lyft? Oh no, that's Lyft. Sorry, I booked with Uber this time. Um, then I'm gonna go into the rest of my hair stuff. Description. Um, oh, I hate this. My brain will panic once I start looking. Oh yeah, so normally I go right into disco, and then I do jive turkey, and then I do jive turkey. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna plan for it. I'm gonna plan to go through. Wait a minute. Oh my God, that's so weird. When I wrote my set for the other day, I didn't put I didn't put this other stuff. That's crazy. We'll have to talk later about why that's so crazy because that is kind of weird, but I don't have time. So we're gonna do that, jive turkey. Then we're gonna plan to go into the lyrics. And my speculation is we might have to end on grenade, which goes into peanut, and then grab. So that's the plan for tonight. I got less than 10 minutes before my Uber gets here. But anyway, let's run it anyway because I like you guys and y'all have been here and all that junk, all that good junk. Plus, I did set my Uber. I did set my watch. Uh, excuse me, to go off 5 minutes before. Excuse me, 5 minutes before my Uber is scheduled to get here. So I'll be all right. Let's put my shoes on. All right, here we go. We're aiming for 9 minutes to. We're aiming for 9 minutes and 30 seconds, just past 9 seconds. 9 minutes. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, your next comedian coming to the stage, Hannibal Callens. Hey everybody, I'm Hannibal Callens. I just turned 31. I feel like that's not very impressive in here tonight. But right now, I am in love. Yeah, thank you, thank you. I'm surprised too. Because who's falling in love with Steve Urkel after he joins the Black Panther Party? Like, I'm the only brother between did I do that and the white man did that. Oh man, me and my lady, we've been together for a while, man. We've been together for 7 years, and that's taught me a lot. Like being in a relationship is just like buying a house. If you didn't do it in 2008, it's too late. Because the advice people give is garbage. Man, I had a buddy go, Yo, Hannibal, don't ever date a woman that makes more money than you do. Craziest thing I ever heard from a brother on food stamps. I even had a lady tell me, Stop wearing your glasses. You look cuter without them. Maybe she don't know how these work. But I need these to see. Like, these are not designer, baby. This is a disability. Right? And nobody should give out dating advice and be like, hey man, you know you get way more girls if you would just ditch the wheelchair. Man, I tell you, I also realized that sometimes people break up with you, but you grow from it. Have y'all had that before? Yeah, man. Hey, you hear how quiet everybody else was? My therapist calls that depression. But man, my ex-girlfriend broke up with me and she said it's because I'm the type of man you get married to. Y'all ever get fired from your job because you were good at it? Like, I've never met somebody who said, hey, yo, McDonald's had to fire me. I had the ice cream machine working every day. And I'm glad I'm in love, man, because it took me a long while. I started my self-love journey by growing out my hair. Quickly realized it makes people act weird. I had my hair out like this, and I struggled with it too because I was trying to wear cornrows. Right now, cornrows, that's a very powerful masculine look, right? The only problem with them was they were on me. Hard to look like a gangster when you're built like half a Twix bar. Plus, I was dressing the same way. So I was the only brother looking like I'm going to a business meeting with the Crips. But then, man, I started wearing my hair out and immediately go to the store and the dude goes, hey man, hey bro, where's the weed at, bro? I was like, dude, whoa, leave me alone. This is church. And I don't know what you're doing down here, Pastor. Get back on stage. And even it was crazy, man, because this one night, just because my look screams young Frederick Douglass, this drunk lady comes to me at a show and goes, ugh, I hate that we celebrate Juneteenth now for some reason. Dude, hey, I think Juneteenth is the only holiday with a good reason. I mean, we've had Toyotathon since 1976, right? Like, dude, we got a holiday about a rabbit laying chocolate eggs. We got one about a magical man who breaks in your house and leaves you presents he had made with immigrant labor. Mardi Gras is just titties. That entire holiday. Right. Mardi Gras is people going, all right, guys, tomorrow we celebrate Jesus. So today, show me your knockers. I'll throw you some plastic beads. Ah. And they are not that important. They're not that serious, man. I do think people get uncomfortable with Juneteenth because they think that if anyone else gains power, they'll enslave white people. But that is not true. At least the other Negroes haven't told me that yet. But the truth is, man, that's not going to happen because slavery's wrong. And it doesn't matter who's doing it, and it doesn't matter who they are doing it to. Also, if we enslaved white people, it wouldn't be as good. What, dude? The amount of sunscreen alone, you're losing. Your profits are gone, right? And thanks to climate change, nobody can work out in the fields. Everybody got to be in the house day trading. Buy, boy. Sell, boy. Pick my NFTs, Tanner. Like, man, ridiculous. And I tell you, I think the worst part about it though would definitely be the music. All right, because my ancestors, they turned pain into poetry. They made songs like Wading in the Water. I couldn't imagine anybody else working to Swing Low, Sweet Caroline. Bop, bop. Like, yeah. And all that aside, man, I just love this look, right? Because wearing my hair like this is a connection to my culture, to my background, and it's for survival. Because with an afro this big and glasses this thick, no matter the crime, I do not match the description. I mean, like, dude, let's be honest. What crime could I even commit? Help! He stole all of our platform shoes, right? What did he look like? He looked like he'd escaped on the Soul Train. Like, yeah, come on. Because this is not the look of a dangerous Negro. You know, this a disco Negro. I promise nobody, right, is leaving here and getting robbed like, ha! Hands in the air, jab turkeys. That's not happening at all. Man, I'm so lucky to even be in love, bro. Because now I can't even stand love songs anymore, dude. I tell you, like, cause even me and my fiance, right? My fiance, we got engaged last August. Yeah, yeah. Tell you what, man, I like it. I like it because it's a thing, right? Going from girlfriend to fiance, man. I feel like my credit go up a little bit every time I say it. Yeah, man. Tell you what, though, we've been having lots of important conversations, right? Right? She asked me if I'm ready to. Okay, stop. I'm sorry. I gotta pause. That's my nope, that's my timer. Okay, because damn it, and then I just did the timer wrong. F. Shoot. Okay. So I guess my timers, I don't know, somehow it looks like my timers got mixed up and messed up because I also have a timer set to let me know when I gotta pack my shit up and go to this Uber. But the problem there, I get like I did all that and it came out to right about around 7. Okay, and now that I think about it, that seems about accurate. What am I adding? Yeah, that's the question. Because this is pretty much what my other set was. Everything I just did was pretty much what my other set was. And I came in at around 6. Sorry, I stopped myself early and now I goofed it all up because I should have shot through it. I would have at least gotten a clear gauge of how much time that was that I had. Because now that I think about it, I was probably about to clock in like right at 9 minutes. That would have made it easier for me to see what needed to be added. Is it 40? Oh, it's already 40? Okay, well, now I'm pissed. No, I think my timer might be right. Hold on. Oh, because it fucking my bad. I didn't mean to curse, but I just realized my timer got turned off. All right, guys, that's it. We're gonna figure out what I'm gonna add. I got a few things in the pipeline that I think I will add. The only problem is my strongest material is like at the end. So whenever I have to add something, it gets risky. I sort of have to make that gamble early. I have to make that gamble early. Am I gonna add something that might put me over? It's not like a thing where I can sort of run my set and if I'm not there yet, just keep going and then end wherever I end. It could be like that, but right now my strongest stuff is before that. Is at because I'm good. My strongest stuff is at the beginning. Well, actually, this is all like my strongest stuff smashed together. So everything else that I add in won't be as strong. But I gotta let y'all go so I can actually get down there to catch this Uber. Thanks for being here. I always appreciate it. You guys are the goats. I will see y'all in Myrtle Beach tonight. I just put the link to get the tickets to the live stream on my Instagram. They're in the link tree. They're at the top of the link tree that's in my bio.